Namaste and welcome back to the Newscast. Today we bring to you a brief update on the work of UNESCO Chair in teacher education as it continued to expand its footprint across research, professional development and international collaboration over the past month. From knowledge-sharing webinars featuring global scholars to an international engagement with UNESCO Dhaka, to the successful delivery of a 3-credit micro-credential course on leading green schools and climate-ready classrooms, the Chair's activities during the period reflected on transforming how education is taught and how it responds to the pressing realities of climate change and sustainable development. We begin with the Chair's webinar series. As part of his effort to strengthen teacher education from the basic level to the university, the UNESCO Chair in Teacher Education launched a new webinar series last month, bringing together experts from around the world to share insights on pressing issues in education. The series opened with a presentation from UNESCO Chair, Professor Dr. Balchandra Luitel, titled Transforming Higher Education Through 2.0 Analogy and Beyond, on 18th of July 2026. Professor Luitel examined higher education through a transformative lens, structuring his presentation around 4 key areas: the historic shift occurring in education systems, the social relevance of higher education in today's world, the relationship between higher education and knowledge systems, and strategies for engaging youth and marginalized communities in academic life. Following that opening session, the Chair convened its second webinar featuring Professor Dr. Peter Charles Taylor from Murdoch University in Perth, Australia. Professor Taylor's presentation, titled Educating for Sustainable Development, Transforming STEAM Teachers into Global Change Agents, explored what he described as the countervailing possibilities of a utopian future for higher education, one centered on social justice, empowerment, authenticity, and equity within the broader ecosystem of higher learning. Both sessions were made available to the public through the UNESCO Chair's official YouTube channel, extending their reach well beyond the walls of the university. Meanwhile, the Chair's international profile continued to grow. This month, 3 of its leading members, Professor Dr. Balchandra Luitel, Dr. Rebat Kumar Thakal, and Dr. Parvati Dhungana, joined the technical reference group supporting a major curriculum initiative. In their capacity on the technical reference group, the 3 experts provided a technical review of the curriculum, lending their expertise to ensure it meets international standards for health, promoting inclusive school environments, a clear signal of growing regional recognition of the Chair's work. Now moving to the Chair's work in the community, the UNESCO Chair convened a 3-credit micro-credential course titled Leading Green Schools and Climate-Ready Classrooms, in collaboration with UNESCO Kathmandu and Principal Association Nepal, delivered first in Gandaki Province and then in Sudur Pashchim Province. In Gandaki Province, teachers and school leaders spent 4 days unpacking what it truly means to build a green school. A central finding to emerge from the workshop was that Nepali schools already possessed scattered climate-related content in their curricula, covering biodiversity, pollution, and renewable energy, but lacked systemic integration across school governance, teaching practices, and community engagement. Notably, the concept of climate justice remained largely absent from classroom discussions. Participants and facilitators alike identified the central challenge ahead: moving students and indeed teachers from theoretical understanding to our genuine behavioral transformation. By the workshop's close, participating schools had drafted 5-year action plans and 2 interdisciplinary lesson plans, each with follow-up check-ins scheduled to sustain the momentum. The same micro-credential course on the leading green school and climate-ready classroom then traveled to Sudur Pashchim Province, where educators echoed many of the same realizations. Teachers there reported that their previous understanding of a green school that was largely limited to gardens and plantation drivers was reshaped over the course of workshop into a broader whole institution philosophy, encompassing governance, curriculum, and community involvement. The workshop introduced what facilitators called the 3H framework: head, heart, and hand, encouraging teachers to engage students and cognitively, emotionally, and practically. As in Gandaki province, the Sudur Paschim workshop concluded with a clear call to the action, translating the lesson of the workshop into concrete school-level plans capable of producing lasting behavioral change in the classroom and beyond. The UNESCO Chair is also parallelly working in a spanning inclusive education, climate, child labor, research, education budget analysis, climate-ready school leadership training, curriculum alignment on climate change, and exam-free assessment. Through these efforts, the Chair is positioning KUSOED as a center of excellence, advancing policy impact and building a more inclusive, sustainable future for education in Nepal. Taken together, this past month's activities paint a picture of a UNESCO Chair firmly engaged on multiple fronts, advancing scholarly dialogues through its webinar series, extending its technical expertise internationally through the Dhaka Curriculum Initiative, and rolling up its sleeves at the community level to help Nepali schools build a more sustainable, climate-ready future for their students. As always, further details on these initiatives, including recordings of the webinar series, are available through the UNESCO Chair in Teacher Education's official channels. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Namaste.